Hi, welcome back to the second video of my writing thingy-majingy. I have my laptop right there, and I'm going to proceed with the continuation of the previously written storyline, or just a little bit that we started, because I didn't want to write too much and bore you. I'm going to pop the text that we've written so far right now on the screen, and we will continue from there. Take a second to read it if you missed it, and we're gonna keep on moving. If you hear anything in the back, it's my cat. And yeah, so what we're going to do now, I'm just going to repeat the same advice that I gave you last time, which is about writing, of course, and it states this: write, rewrite again. And I'm going to implement that in every single occasion that I can. And that is going to be all that I'm going to give you. Trust me, I don't know if I said it last time, but trust me, it's gonna work wonders. Just keep that in your mind whenever you're stuck and apply it. So here we go. Okay, so just for this occasion, I wanted to continue the story on my own, just so we can have a little bit more progression, so we don't have to, pause every single time when I want to show you how I'm doing this. So I wrote a little bit more than what we had last time, and this is what I wrote. Why didn't she stay with her family? Her parents needed her, but she left. Why was her younger sister so much more responsible than her? She left them when she was 18, never going back. She had no reason to not talk to them, and now she regrets her choices. She is even angry, but angry only at herself. She was a failure. Whether she was a failure or not really is... It's a question, because maybe she isn't. We wrote that because that is the way she thinks. It doesn't necessarily have to be the truth, but it is, in her mind, her own truth. And everything else here I decided just because, I wanted to have a little bit more for you to see before we go into the next part right now. So let's write the next sentence. I don't know. So the two sentences that I wrote, well, the first one and then the second one is a rewrite, is she put the cat down and went to grab a drink. She moved the cat aside. She felt like getting a drink. Two separate things. You can obviously see why they are not the same. So we are going to rewrite these into a sentence that whose structure make more sense to me, I guess. So what I wrote is, she tossed the cat aside and went straight for the drink she bought on her way back from work. So now, because I mentioned that she works in the previous time, I'm going to keep this because I wanted to say that she was just probably tired from work. She didn't want to be there anymore. She couldn't wait to get home, or she was just down on herself. She wasn't feeling happy or good in any kind of way. So she just wanted to grab a drink. But is she actually somebody who drinks usually? Maybe not. So I'm going to keep the sentence, and maybe later on or immediately right now, I'm not sure, just build upon that. So the things that I wrote is, Martha was never used to the taste of beer, and Martha disliked beer. And then I took those things and I made it a bit more elaborate. So it says, Martha never liked beer. It reminded her of her father, as he would often come home drunk. That's telling you that she's kind of going on the path of her dad just in that moment. It doesn't have to necessarily mean that she's like this often. It just tells you that she is associating this moment right here with him, and that is kind of awakening disgust in her, I guess. Let's keep the sentence again, and we're gonna continue more. So I wrote a bit more because I didn't want to, again, I don't want to do every single sentence very slowly because it will bore you. And plus, most of the people do not lag that much. They know what they're gonna write and how they're gonna write it. It's just that at times they have a block, and so this is why I'm helping you. But here is what I wrote in the continuation. What was she thinking when she bought that damn thing? Martha poured the beer into the sink and threw the bottle in the garbage. The cat patted against her leg as it went about its dinner, Martha's leftover from the Chinese place down the street. Years ago she enjoyed cooking. What happened to that woman? And then I put, she wondered, because I'm contemplating on adding that as well at the end of the sentence, but I'll think about that. So we're gonna keep this, and we're going to stop here because I really don't want to make these videos too long, because I wrote enough. All of this we're keeping, okay? All of this which you see on the screen right now is usable. This is actual story, and that is what I wanted to do. I wanted to show you how to make a full-on structured storyline and come up with a decent character. And just whenever you have a little bit of lack into creativity, or when you don't know how to write a certain sentence, you're going to use the method of write and rewrite again, because it is super helpful. And one more thing is like, maybe you wonder, do I need to have a concrete storyline already pictured and written so I know in what direction to go? If that is helpful to you, I say yes. I don't usually do that unless I have an idea that I want to write in the future. Then I write everything down, that, as detailed as I can, so I can remember to write it. But if I'm writing currently, like right now, I do not come up with the details. I just go on top of my head, and then whatever I do not like, I just rewrite again. And that is what this is about. Here you have a storyline, as you can see on the screen. Well, not the storyline, the story itself. It's very decent, I would say. Do you like it? What would you change? Go to the first video, I will link it down in the description. See the characteristics of the woman that I envisioned for this story, and maybe create your own. And again, use this method if you feel stuck. And then let's compare. Let's, talk about this. Let's be friends. Let's do something. And yeah, that is basically it for this video. As I said, I'll just keep it short, these things, because it's better. It's easier to learn than to just go on a tangent and not have anything, meaningful to say. So that is it. I hope you liked it. I hope you will apply this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.